everybody, and welcome. My name is Cindy, and I'm a yoga teacher here at A Wandering Spirit. And today I'm going to be offering a 15-minute introductory video that's going to highlight a program that we're going to be offering. It's entitled Yoga for People with Arthritis. There'll be more information on the Wandering Spirit website, as well as Instagram and Facebook. Arthritis is a condition that affects over 54 million people in the United States and over 300,000 children. Personally, I have two types of arthritis that I was diagnosed at 18, and I'm 67 now. And the reason that I can continue to move as well as I can and be functional is due to yoga, exercise, water fitness, walking, etc. So movement is medicine, and it's really important for us with arthritis to continue to move as pain-free as we can. So I'm going to give you, again, a very quick idea and overview of what this class would involve. It would be a 6-week series of each class about 45 minutes to an hour, again, depending on the group. So we would start in a comfortable chair, whether you're on a carpet or a wood floor, but just making sure that you're safe, and this chair is nice and sturdy. So feeling your feet connect to the earth and just find your length and spine. Some of you might be more comfortable sitting with your back against the back of the chair. Others of you might want to come a little bit forward. But I would really encourage you to find that beautiful lengthened spine. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears with just a gentle pinch of shoulder blades to back body, which will open up the breath and really allow us to breathe more fully, which is a really important part of yoga. And don't worry if you've never practiced yoga before. We all start somewhere, and we're going to customize the practice each time to what you need, and you're the one who's deciding that. So once we settle in and center into our practice, we would do some breath work for a few minutes to settle in. And then what would set this class apart from other yoga classes is we are going to follow the Arthritis Foundation guidelines, and we'll be doing what we call a joint check. Arthritis is found in various joints of the body. So a joint check, very simply, is just a variety of gentle movements from the head down. So you're going to notice how each of the joints is feeling today. So I'm not going to go through all the major joints, but I'm going to give you a general idea of what we would do. So for example, the head and neck, we draw the shoulders down, take in a breath, and then slowly just rotate your head in one direction. Chin would stay parallel to the earth. Go as far as you can comfortably, never force anything, and you never want sharp pain. And then float the head back to center, pause, and then just gently rotate the other way. And you may notice one side moves differently than the other. That is very common with arthritis. You're going to find movement more on one side than the other. And just be aware of that, not in a judgmental way, but just informative. Inform yourself as to how your body's moving. And we might do a few of those, and then we would tilt the ear to the shoulder, releasing the arm down, just lengthening right through that side. Breathe and just notice how you feel. And then bringing that back to center, pause and reset, lengthening through spine. And then the other side, maybe reaching, extending the elbow, reaching the fingertips down. Good. And then coming back to center, and then we would turn our attention to our shoulders with, for example, shoulder rolls, up and back and around. And sometimes when you're moving, when you have arthritis, you might hear or feel snap, crackle, pop, right? As long as there's no pain associated with that, that is fine. That is just energy release. And then we're going to roll the shoulders another direction. So we're moving in all kinds of different ways. So we would be doing that, something like that as well. And then we would move down to the elbows, so the arms would be down by the side, palms facing front. We would just bend the elbows up, turn the palms down, and press down. So these are some examples of what we call joint check movements that, again, I would incorporate into each of the beginning of each of the 6 sections of the class, so you really notice, again, how your joints are feeling that day. because every day is different. We know that. The weather affects us, all kinds of things affect us. And then just very quickly in the lower body, it would be things like extending and bending the knee, right? That would be part of the joint check of the lower body. And then also ankle circles. So, and that you can have shoes on or off, doesn't matter. I like to practice without shoes to really help me work on balance. But again, that's all up to you. And then we would do that on the other side. And also, what I'll be offering in this class is options seated as well as options standing. Okay, so there'll be a variety of different choices for you to make as to how you feel that day and what is the best choice for you that particular class. All right, so once we got through the joint check then, we would sit up again nice and tall, and we're going to come into a movement in yoga called cat-cow, which is a great way to move through the spine and really notice how the spine feels. So we're going to have the hands on the legs, lengthen through the spine as best you can. We're going to bend into the elbows, and the body's going to come forward. So you want to have your back nice and flat to start. Taking a breath here, and then on the exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, round the spine. It's like you're trying to bring the top of the head toward the tailbone. And then inhale, looking up and lengthen, maybe gazing upward if that feels good for your neck. And then exhale, tuck and round. So this is cat-cow, one of the asanas. In yoga, we call the movements asanas. Good. So we'd be doing a variety of things like this, for example. And again, you would be encouraged to go at your own pace always. And if I do more repetitions than you want, and then coming back to flat back, coming all the way back up, then you would simply stop and take a rest and breathe. Again, it's all good. So from here, we're going to take our left hand to the side of the chair or the arm of the chair. It can be on your leg. And your right arm. Now we're going to check with the joint here. And we're going to bring the arm up. Maybe it's a day where the shoulder's really not happy to come all the way up. So maybe it's best for you to touch your shoulder and lean over this way. Or maybe you come up part way. Or maybe you come up all the way. Again, your choices. And then find what we call seated crescent moon. Reaching over, palms spinning down, lengthening through the side body. Nice. And then we're going to take this side down, reset, and again, decide, where do you want to be on this side? Is it better to touch the shoulder? Is it better to come into what we call cactus arm? Or is it something that maybe you can extend the elbow into more of an intensity here, and then find seated crescent moon on this side? Good. And then slowly come down, relax the hands down, roll the shoulders around a bit more, pause, breathe. In yoga, we're really connecting mind, body, spirit, really noticing how each of these movements is feeling into the body. So one of the things that I would be offering or using in a chair yoga class is a strap. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, it's fine. You can always use a belt at home. Some people like to use a towel that's longer, or maybe a scarf. And I'm just going to show you just a couple things that we would do with the belt or the scarf. So we would just start by stepping on the strap. And I like this one since it's got loops, so if my hands are kind of cranky, which they can be, you can just loop it right through the wrist if you'd prefer. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall here, and we're just going to straighten the leg out here. Good, sit up nice and tall. This is a hamstring stretch. I'm just going to show you one asana movement on one side and then the other. Good, one of my favorite ones in the chair. And then we're going to bring that leg down. Take both ends of the strap in the same side arm and bring that leg over. So one leg is bent, the other leg is straight. Arm comes up again wherever you'd like it to be. And then we're going to reach over toward that extended or straight leg. Maybe you're looking up to your top hand. Maybe you're looking straight ahead or down toward your foot. Again, whatever is good for you. Always asking yourself, How's this feeling in my body? And then coming all the way up, and we're going to transition through what we call staff pose. So both the legs are straight and strong, heels are down, drawing the elbows to the side body. And again, the strap is optional. You don't have to use it if you don't like it or you don't have one. Draw the shoulder blades to back body, sitting up nice and tall. Good. Then we're going to release the other leg from the strap. Keep that straight leg, and then lengthen just nice and easy again, feeling the tension behind the thigh or in the calf. You never want to feel pinching behind your joint, in this case, your knee. Pinching means you're overstretching, so we don't want that. We never want to force the body. Just find the gentle alignment. And then bringing this leg down, bringing the strap again, same hand, same side as the extended leg. Bring this leg out to the side. Toes are lifted, beautiful alignment. Find where your shoulder wants to be, and then find, this is called gate pose. Find the posture on this side, and breathe, opening up the body. Beautiful. And then come all the way back to center again in staff pose. I find personally that yoga, I practice a lot and I teach multiple classes a week. I find that yoga really helps me to manage my pain. I happen to have chronic pain with arthritis. Some people don't, but I do, and I find it really helpful for me as I'm moving gently through my practices every week to really help to manage my pain, to help me stay strong, to help me with a positive attitude, so that we can really approach every day with as much positivity as we can. Because I understand having a chronic illness or disease or condition can be really draining on your energy and cause a lot of stress. But this can be really so much more helpful. And now we're gonna just finish up with one of my favorite seated postures called Goddess Warrior. So I'm gonna invite you to bring the knees out wide, just opening up the hips just a bit, turning the toes out if that feels comfortable, sitting up nice and tall. And you can do Goddess Warrior if you're a man or woman, it's all good. So we're gonna bring the palms together at the heart. Inhale, reach up and then open up the arms here. Nice, and then drawing some nice positive energy from the universe, gently bringing that down. Palms are open on either side of the ears, and breathe. Think of the lower body connecting to the earth, the upper body lengthening here. Feel your energy and your power. Nice. And then release down. Bring the feet back together. Sitting back in your chair, we're going to complete with a spinal twist here. And some of you may not want to twist at all, and that's okay. You can turn your head only if it feels uncomfortable for you to move your spine. So sit up nice and tall, taking a breath, and then just slowly find the twist, rotating, dropping that same side shoulder down. And again, if this doesn't feel good to your spine, just simply turn your head. It's all good. It's just part of the spine that you're rotating. And then we're going to come back to center nice and easy. This can also be nice if you have a pillow behind your back and a little bit more support, perhaps. And then keep that lengthened spine again as we find the rotation on this side here. The arms are just going to float wherever you'd like them to be. The key to a spinal twist is lengthened spine. That's the most important thing. And breathe, always breathing. And then slowly come back to center. And then after we would move through a variety of other asanas, we would close each of our practices with Shavasana. And Shavasana is a final relaxation. So we're just going to do this for just a quick second so you get a sense of what we do. So you'd be sitting in your chair, finding a comfortable place to be, whatever that may mean for you. And then we would close our eyes or simply take a soft gaze to the earth and just come into quiet and relaxation for about 2 or 3 minutes, typically at the end of the class, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how much time I would have. And then I would call everybody back together by using my yoga chimes, just to draw everybody back into the yoga space. And then many times I end with a reading or a blessing or of loving kindness. So today I would like to finish with these words of loving kindness for each of you. So bringing your palms together at the heart. And these words go like this. May you be loved and loving. May you be safe from harm. May you be as healthy as you can be in this moment. May you be at ease and happy. It's been my great pleasure sharing yoga with each of you. Namaste. Thank you.